I gave my brother my kidney. 6 months later, he sold it for drug money. When I reported him, my family disowned me. 3 years later, they called begging. I was 19 when they told me Nathan was dying. Kidney failure, genetic condition. He had maybe 8 months without a transplant. I didn't hesitate. We were different. He was 24, charismatic, always the center of every room, but he was my brother. I dropped out of my second semester of college, went through the testing, the surgery, the recovery. I gave him half my body to save his life. The doctor said he'd need to stay sober. No alcohol, no drugs, strict medication schedule. Nathan nodded through every warning, promised he'd take care of our kidney. 6 months later, I got a call from his girlfriend. She was crying so hard I could barely understand her. He sold his medication, she said. All of it. He's been using again for months. My stomach dropped. Using what? Everything? Pills? Heroin? He sold his anti-rejection meds on the street for $3,000. Said he'd be fine without them. I drove to his apartment, found him passed out on the couch, needle on the coffee table. I shook him awake. Where are your meds? He laughed. Slurred. Gone. Needed cash. That kidney will reject without those meds. You'll die. He shrugged. Then I'll get another one. Something cold settled into my chest. That was my kidney, and now it's mine. Don't be so dramatic. I called my parents, told them everything, begged them to force him into rehab before it was too late. Dad sighed. Nathan's an adult. We can't control his choices. He's killing himself. He's destroying the organ I gave him. Mom's voice went sharp. You gave that kidney freely. You don't get to control what he does with his own body now. That's not how gifts work. I gave it to save his life, not fund his addiction. He's struggling, Dad said. Addiction is a disease. He needs support, not judgment from his sister. I'm trying to help him. Then help by being there for him, not by threatening to report him to his doctors. If I don't, he'll die. Mom cut me off. If you report him and get him removed from transplant lists, you'll kill any chance he has at recovery. Do you want that on your conscience? I reported him anyway, to his transplant team, to the medical board, told them everything. Within 48 hours, my phone exploded. Mom, Dad, aunts, cousins, all saying the same thing. I was vindictive, jealous, cruel. Dad left a voicemail. You're not welcome here anymore. What you did is unforgivable. You've killed your brother. That was 3 years ago. Nathan got removed from future transplant lists for non-compliance. I finished college working 3 jobs, became a nurse, built a life in another state. Then last week, Mom called. It's Nathan. The kidney failed. He's on dialysis, in and out of the hospital. He's clean now, 14 months sober, but he needs another transplant, and we're not matches. Silence. We were hoping you'd consider donating again. I actually laughed. You disowned me. We were angry. We didn't understand how hard addiction is, but he's different now. He's fighting. He wants to live. Where was that fight when he sold the first one? Dad got on the phone. Look, we're asking you to be the bigger person. You have 2 kidneys. He has none. Do the math. I did the math. I gave him 3 years. He threw them away in 6 months. He was sick. And when I tried to save him, you called me cruel. Mom started crying. Please, he's your brother. We're begging. Don't let him die because of pride. This isn't pride. It's consequence. What kind of person lets their brother die when they can save him? The kind who already saved him once. What kind of brother sells his sister's kidney for heroin? I hung up. They've called 60 times since. Texts from relatives I haven't spoken to in years. All with the same message. I'm selfish, heartless, a monster. Nathan sent one text himself. I'm sorry. I was sick. I'm better now. Please. I blocked him. Last I heard from a former friend, Nathan's been on dialysis for 11 months. My parents sold their house to cover his medical bills. Moved into a small rental. They're still looking for a donor. I'm still a nurse. Still have both my kidneys. And I've never regretted my choice.